Jackson, hand me your remote control. Hand me your remote control. I got somebody up. It's 1 o'clock. No, it's 4 o'clock. Hey guys, hand me the remote control. You always falling asleep. Hey, I know it's dark because I'm in my living room. Jackson fell asleep in the living room. So I'm trying to use the Christmas tree light for light. And it's dark. I ain't want to plug the light up in his face and stuff. And he's still asleep. So I'm trying to get some type of light in the room by going to something. This is going to be a dark video. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn the light on in the room because Jackson is asleep. And I'm out in the living room. Hey, Soul Squad. And I was up. I guess you guys can see a little bit of me. Good morning. And I didn't think anybody would be woke. I was up, can't sleep. And Tanya, I don't know. That's the craziest things. That's the craziest thing. I don't know. So I know you guys got a lot of questions. I had a lot of questions myself. And it's been a long, long week. Yeah, it's been a long week, Royal. It's been a long. Hey, Terrell, I love you guys too. And I felt bad because I wasn't putting no videos up, but I am doing a video today, so a video will come up today. Well, I don't take insulin. I'm on pills, so I don't know which one that makes that. I'm on pills, so I don't have to take insulin. But yeah, it was definitely a shock, just because it was something that I know it runs in my family. My sister dealt with, my son dealt with, my um grandmother dealt with. May she rest in peace. So I know it ran in my family. It was something that I never wanted to get, but I was still, doing me. So let me tell you guys about not ignoring your body. Y'all remember we was doing bingo, and I told you guys I got sick, and I thought I was having an anxiety attack, and I didn't know why. I didn't know why my heart was flashing real fast. I didn't know why I was feeling like grumbling in my stomach, and I didn't know why my hands were shaking. And the whole time we was playing bingo, for that whole 30 minutes to an hour, I was trying to maintain myself and not listen to my body. And I thought it was anxiety attacks because I have them, but I didn't know why it came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know why it came out the blue. So I ignored it. I put it off as anxiety attack and things like that. I did the whole weekend. So it had been coming on for the last 2 weeks, or actually for the last months. Remember, I told you guys I had insomnia. Like I'm up now, I can't sleep. Some days I'll sleep, and some days I couldn't sleep. I'd be up all during the night and stuff. Guess what? That's a sign of diabetic. You have fatigue, you be fatigued or you sleep. I've been doing that for the last 3 months. Good morning. So that's one of the early signs of being a diabetic. If your sleeping proportion is off, I was blaming on the COVID-19, looking at TV, can't get myself together, being up and sleeping during the day, up during the night, or being up all night because I can't sleep. Sign of diabetic. That's symptom one. That's symptom one. What we do as people, we self-diagnose ourselves. We get on, hey, hi, Shane, I can't even pronounce your name. That was symptom one. Again, I thought I just had insomnia. Was nowhere near insomnia. That was the first sign. The second sign came, the going to the bathroom. When I decided to go to the hospital, within that 48 hour period, I couldn't sleep because I was going to the bathroom every 30 minutes to an hour. Every 30 minutes to the hour, I kept going to the bathroom, kept going to the bathroom, kept going to the bathroom. And I want to apologize to Tiana. I could only be me. I said things always have me and Tiana. You know, I know that's my girl. I support her. I support her channel. Me and her talk off of YouTube. That's my girl. And me and her decided to do a video together, a collab video. Me and her was making our own versions of spinach dip. And when she had called me on that Tuesday, she said, "What time your video gonna be up?" Um, you know what? This is the thing. Let me say this right now, real quick. My sons didn't want me to do this. None of my children. They said it's private. They said don't. They said just leave it to yourself, mom, because you know people gonna go on you. You gonna have trolls. People gonna try to disrespect you. They gonna say mean things about you, your food, the way you eat. I said, you know what? I said, I'm still going to talk to my soul squad. Even though there are trolls out there, there are people that's going to be disrespectful. People going to say, I told you so. We get that in our everyday life from people, from strangers. I said, I'm not going to let people that I don't know stop me from being transparent and sharing with my soul squad. I always told them the truth. I always been level with them. And I said, and I then I feel so guilty not putting up any videos for my we lit level or we for my regular soul squad. I felt so guilty. And so my son said, well, I don't think you should share. I think you should give yourself time and get through what you're going through and everything. But I said, you know what? I'm not worried about trolls. I said, I put myself on YouTube. I put myself out there. So I'm going to give 100% of who I am as a person because you don't know who else may be going through something. And I said, if I have to deal with trolls and deal with people being disrespectful, it is what it is. Oh, because my son fell asleep in the living room, and I couldn't sleep, and I'm in the living room, and I didn't want to disturb him by turning on the lights or lighting up cameras and all that stuff. And I try to use my Christmas tree and the TV as a form of light. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning here in DC. I think it's 5 o'clock now, and so I told my son, I'm going to do me. And I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So now I know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, green milk, but why? And so, yes, I had a hard week, guys. So, and then when I talked to Tiana, I said, I'm going to make the video. I said, it'll be up by 6. Because all morning, all Tuesday morning, I kept trying to get up. I couldn't get out the bed. And every time I got up, I had to hold on to the walls. I was weak. I had no energy. I couldn't do anything. And I was like, I can't get out this bed. I went to the kitchen and I tried to set up to make the video. And I just couldn't do it. So I came back and got in the bed. And then I told my son, I said, what's wrong? I said, I think I need to go to the hospital. And they was like, why? I said, I have no energy. And when I woke up that morning and I had no taste in my mouth, my mouth was dry. I had no saliva, no nothing. Thank you, Tommy. I had no saliva or nothing in my mouth. It was just like everything was gone. And then I had been gushing down water all weekend, just drinking water, just drinking water, just drinking water. And so I said, I need to go to the hospital. And then I said, let me get myself together. So, you get in the shower and everything. And when I got out the shower, I thought I felt better. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to go to the hospital. I said, I think I'm doing good. I said, maybe I just need the shower, the hot water to wake me up. I just needed some energy. And I felt like I felt a little bit better. And then I said, you know what? Then Tia called me, no, you better go. You better go. You go. So I went. And guys, when I tell you, I'm not going to tell you how my sugar was 484. If I went to the hospital and stuff, they said I could have went into a diabetic coma. I was almost hitting 500 in the sugar. My blood pressure was 161 over 108. And but the good thing was that It was something they were looking for in my urine that wasn't there, some glucose or glucose or something. It wasn't there. And that was a good thing. And that's what saved me from not going into a diabetic coma. 'Cause whatever it was in the urine, my urine, it wasn't there. So I didn't have to get flushed out with IVs. I just had to continue to drink water, drink water. Okay, yeah, Keystones. It wasn't there. And they were so happy for that. They were so happy. So they said that's what, didn't push me over to going to a diabetic coma because my urine was spot on. My urine was good. And so I think that's why I didn't need to get on the insulin and everything. Y'all, but I had a tough week. I'm still not feeling too well. I'm still weak. It took 3 days to get my medication because the way they did it and sent it in, I just finally got my medication today. Today, I just started taking my medication this afternoon, 5 o'clock this evening. It took 2 days for my medication to get right at the pharmacy, had me looking for it. They never sent it in. It was a whole hot mess. But I kept drinking water, kept drinking water. I just kept drinking water. I've been drinking on this thing right here. It's a big old, I tore this thing up. I've been drinking water. And between this and bottles of waters and stuff, the lady said just keep flushing yourself out, drinking the water until you get your medication. I just started finally taking my medication today. Um, I've been doing nothing but sleeping, laying down, resting, because I still don't have that much energy. I got a doctor's appointment next week. So when I say that, I know I brought it on myself. That's the first thing I want everybody to know. I don't blame nobody but me. I gotta get them. They all went in the living room, but I'm on two types of blood pressure and two types of diabetic medicine. But they're all pills. I don't need no type of insulin. The milligrams on them is like 12 milligrams and 10, so they're really low. So like I was telling my sons, who, oh yeah, then it was the hunger. The lady asked me, "Was you hungry?" I said, no matter what I do, I've been so hungry. And I said, but I haven't been feeding the hunger, but my pain, my stomach just was nervous and jittery. And I said, and I felt like I wasn't eating anything, and my stomach was just growling. That was another symptom. It said, please watch out for medication side effects. They had to be natural method. Okay. And so, I said I didn't know that. It was just so many symptoms that was there in front of me that I was self-diagnosing myself instead of saying, "Hey, go." But this thing it's been coming on for the last, I'm gonna say about 2 3 months because I've been fatigued for about that long. My sleeping pattern had been off for at least 3 months. But she did, Flo. Yeah, and so I know people say, "Oh, that's not a big deal. That's not an illness." I mean, so it is a big deal. It's a big deal to me because it's happening to me. It runs in my family, and I did nothing to prevent it. You know what I'm saying? I did nothing to prevent it. And so, like, I know I take responsibility of my situation because it's not like I don't like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. It's just that I chose to do what I want to do in the way I want to do it. And I thought I had a choice in the way I was eating and it wouldn't affect me. But guess what? Now I don't have a choice. I do not have a choice in my eating pattern now. So I have, y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm scared to eat. Ever since Tuesday, I went to the doctor. I don't think I really ate anything. I just been drinking water because I'm so scared to eat. I've been on YouTube looking at videos on what I could eat, what I can't eat. Been on Instagram, not Instagram, I meant on Google, looking up what's good for me, what's bad for me, because I'm going to do what I got to do. Because the things that I still have to do and I want to do with my life. So that's not an option anymore. Now I went on Discord and told, my soul squad on there what was going on. And I told them that my YouTube page is about to take a revamp. I know I done revamped my YouTube page so many times. And if I lose followers, I understand because everybody not gonna want to see healthy eating. They want to see the old this, that, and that. Now I will still make a recipe here and there because everybody is not going through everything I'm going through. So I'm not gonna put that on everybody. So I'm and my kids, but my kids they're ready. They said whatever I buy and whatever I'm cook, they're gonna they're gonna eat it. Y'all, my kids, oh my goodness. My grown men, they've been talking to me like I was their children, like I was their child. Even Jackson, 16 years old. They've been talking to me like I was their child. You gonna do this, you gonna do that, you ain't gonna do this, you gonna do this, we gonna work out, you gonna walk. I mean, they've been on me all since the whole diagnosis, since all this week. But I swear to you, Michael trying to fucking starve me. I've been so hungry. I've been scared to eat. I was trying to figure out what do I have in my house that I can eat. You know, I did the grocery store thing. I ordered some stuff. You know, you said drink some type of tea, cauliflower recipes. Yes. I just like I just been like it's been so crazy, but they and I know where they coming from and they helping me. But I told Michael told me he ordered me a kale smoothie and told me that's it. That's all you eating for the day. I said, Michael, how can that be all I'm eating for the day when I've been up? I haven't had any type of breakfast. I said, because there's literally nothing in here to eat. I mean, it's food in here, but it's something that I could eat because I wasn't prepared for this. And for 2 days, I was trying to go grocery shopping on Instacart. And my card kept messing up. The Instacart site was down or something. And so I'm telling him, I said, I'm sitting here. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. I said, you going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and tell me the only thing I'm eating is a smoothie for a 24-hour period. I said, I can't do that. I said, I need something. I said, I had nothing all day. I said, I'm literally sitting here where my stomach is jittery. I'm jittery. I said, I need something to eat. And so he said, oh, no, it's some eggs. He ended up balling me 2 eggs. And then I ended up getting some pears. And so pears and apples is really good if you're diabetic. So I ended up getting some pears. So I ended up eating two boiled eggs and eating a pear and drinking some water. That settled my stomach. I said I have to do something. You just can't come and tell me the only thing I'm gonna eat is a smoothie and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I've been up since about 7 o'clock and I had nothing. I said I'm literally sitting here hungry. And so that's what we did. And, you know, it's going to be a challenge because I'm so scared to eat. I don't know what to eat. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you. And so, when I got an appointment next week with my doctor, we gonna do the whole nutritious thing to tell me what I can eat. And I was trying to make right now I have to eat what I have in my house, but I don't want to. So I did get a chance to order some food. So I was able to get, some chicken and I got some fruit, some chicken. Then you gotta be careful because you can't eat every type of fruit. It's about to be a whole lot. What I do want to say to you guys is that I have to learn. It's not going to happen quickly. I have to learn. Yeah, bake the chicken. I have an air fryer and all this. I have to learn these recipes. I have to learn to cook on my diabetic journey. I have to learn how to do this. So when I say I make the videos, they really not going to be like recipe videos. They're going to be more so like blogs, like what I'm eating and how I'm preparing my meal versus for it being recipes because I'm still learning. I don't want to tell nobody the wrong thing. I'm still researching. I've been researching all ever since Tuesday night since I came home from the hospital. I've been researching, been looking up things and figuring out what I can have and what I can't have. And I don't want to guide nobody in the wrong direction because I am not a nutritionist. I can't I only go by the information that I'm finding and what they telling me. And so when I do the videos, they're gonna be so almost like a vlog, as far as what I'm doing to help myself get off my not to be a diabetic anymore. That's what thank you, Miss Pittman. Yeah, it is. And so, and what I'm so proud of is that my sons are down for the cause. My daughter-in-law, they do Blue Apron when they get those meals in the box or something. She does those, and everybody in my house is down for the cause. That what made me so happy that my children, I mean, they scorned me and they down for it. They say, so we about to clean the whole refrigerator out. My daughter-in-law said everything is coming out the refrigerator. Um, you can't see me, see Blue. I'm sorry, because I'm in the dark because my son fell asleep in the living room, and I'm in the living room, and he and I don't want to put the light in his face because he got to get up for school and all that stuff. And so I just try to just do. Yeah, my son Michael told me about cinnamon is good. Yeah, my son told me that cinnamon is good. Um, I a child, y'all just don't know what I've been in here doing for the last couple of days besides the sleeping. I'm tired of sleeping, but that's one of the side effects too, the sleeping. And the doctor saying too, the medicine gets into my body, and my body start accepting the medication and changing. I'm still gonna feel a lot of the symptoms that I've been feeling that brought me to the doctor. And one of them, is avocados. I don't like avocados, but I'd say I'm about to change because avocados is very good when you're diabetic, and so I'm about to give me some avocados. Everything that you guys never seen me eat is about to transform. I'm about to do everything that I have to do in my power. So sea moss. My son told me about that too, Michelle. Mine was 11. My A1C was 11. My A1C was 11. My sugar was 484. My A1C was 11. But one of the nurses there, when she talked to me, she said, I understand. She said, I know what you've been through. She said, my A1C was a 12. She was a heavy set nurse. And she said, my A1C was a 12. She said, within 6 months, I lost 48 pounds. Now my A1C is a 5. She said, you could do this. She said, it's all about changing. She said, no pastas, no bread, no sodas, no cakes, no nothing. She said, Miss Waller, she said, you could do. She said, because I did it. She said, and I'm sitting right here in this doctor's office. I'm a nurse, and I got caught up in the system. She said mine was a 12, but now I'm a 5. And said within 6 months I lost 48 pounds. She said, so you could do this. And so I know I could do it. And I was skeptical. Yes, I was skeptical about if I could do it, but I know I I don't want to have no limbs taken off, or I don't want to start taking no insulin. I like the fact that I'm on pills because I don't want to be shooting no needles. Because my son was like, "Oh, you had to take a needle, or I would have shot you up with a needle." I said, "I bet you would have." But I'm going for it, guys. So, and I know you guys that heard the, oh, I'm on a diet. Oh, I'm on keto. Here she talking about losing weight again. She started something she didn't finish. You know why? Because I gave myself a choice. I thought I had a choice. You know what I'm saying? I started, I give up, I lose confidence, and I'm like, oh, I got a choice. I can do what I want to do. I don't have a choice no more. So yeah, you're about to see me walking. Me and my sister about to get a Wii. I'm ordering it on Monday from Walmart. Well, I can't get it from Amazon. 'Cause Amazon don't got it. this time. We ordered the old Wii because back in the day when my children used to have the Wii, they had the Wii Sports. We used to work out with the tennis and the boxing and on there on the Wii Sports. So I'm actually buying me a Wii on Monday, having it delivered. But I could start my exercise routine, start doing the tennis and the boxing they have on there, and so me and my sister gonna start working out on Wii Sports. So both of us gonna get one. I don't know how we gonna do it because she at home, I'm here. I don't know how she gonna do it, but I gotta take it slow. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can, Miss Sunshine. You can. And Zumba is fun too. Yes. Papaya fruit. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. I'll find out. Cause see, it's a lot of fruits I can't eat because of natural sugars. Like I can't have oranges. I can't eat bananas. Can't eat grapes. No more orange juice. Can't drink orange juice. Um, so it's a lot of things I have to learn. Right now, my only what I've been consuming since this whole thing is water. Yeah, I can have watermelon. You can have watermelon. You can have kiwi. You can have apples. You can have pears. Um, what's the other fruit? I forgot the other fruit. Other fruits and stuff. But yes, they do, Miss Fifi. And I'm sorry, yeah, no grapes because of natural sugars. Grapes is too sweet. So I have learned a lot in these couple of days looking at looking at you. Man, YouTube is informative like a mudjo, okay? You got people on here telling you all kinds of stuff. But what I do know is my son tried to tell me the same. Somebody, my other son, and these had my two sons in here arguing. My two sons, they wasn't arguing, but they was just going their opinions back to back with each other. Like Michael telling me no to this, to that, no, 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 no. But my other son is telling me you can still eat the same things but eat it in moderation. I said, no, I can't. I said, because those same things are things that got me to where I'm at. I said, I don't want to eat those things no more. In moderations and small, I said, I'm about to be fruit all my protein bars like the steak and the salmon and the fish and the chicken. I said I'm doing no more mashed potatoes, no more macaroni and cheese, no more yams, no more cakes, no more pies. I'm not doing that at all. I'm done. I told my son, I said, I'm done with all that. And I said, I don't want to do it in moderations. I just don't want to do it. I said, so it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I got an appointment next week for all of that. But until then, I'm scrambling around the house, trying to figure out what to eat, what's the best greens to eat, but I found out, all the green stuff is good for me. From the kale, I like kale, I like spinach. I just wasn't eating it. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had options. I have no options now. So I will be making kale salads and spinach salads and so yeah, and broccoli. Try coconut. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then I can eat all berries like blueberries and Greek yogurt. Yeah, and granola. And I could do granola. No rice, none of that. Only like wheat rice and stuff like that. It is, and I had a like I said, it's been a tough. I'm gonna tell you, if y'all know what I've been eating since the whole hospital thing, basically nothing, nothing. I've been eating in moderations because I didn't, cause not knowing what to eat. I just been my daughter-in-law. She made me a salad. I can eat seafood. But everything's still in the amount of the things that I can eat now, it still can't be large proportions. It still got to be measured out and weighed. Yes, bird. And but I can eat seafood. So my daughter-in-law, she the first night I came back, I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. I was just out of it, tired. I had to get some rest. But my daughter-in-law, she done made me seafood, a salad. I gotta use olive oil. Um, she did me some shrimps and olive oil. She made me a nice salad, put the shrimps on top of it, and we made our own vinaigrette, lemon, our own Dijon mustard with lemon juice and extra. She made that for me, and that was I tell. I think that's the best damn salad I ever ate. uh, uh, Nothing with sugar in. Oh, I got some turmeric. Remember that time when I did that video? I said I had some. My daughter-in-law found it yesterday in the back of the cabinet. Rice cauliflower is better than rice. She told me about that too. We make some white cauliflower and stuff. Yes, BJ. Yeah, I am. Hey, Georgia. Special K. So that's how I want to tell you guys is that what's going on. I know I've been getting a lot of emails and thank you so much. And yeah, do squash with spaghetti. That's gonna be a new one. Whoo, they're gonna be a new ones. They got it at all these. Okay. Hey, Leah. So, like I said, I know people. A lot of people gonna have a lot to say, but guess what? I can't worry about what people got to say because at this point, I know what I gotta do. Again, I ain't got a choice this time. There's no choice in this. It's either you do this or this happen. So this time, yes. So everything was when I go see my doctor next Wednesday, and I got an appointment, appointment over the telephone with the nutritionist, so to tell me what I can eat and what I can't eat. Excuse me. But I was up, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go talk to my soul squad. I told my son, I said, I'm gonna make a video today. I said, I'm gonna try. I said, if I got energy when I wake up later, I'm gonna make a video. He said, all right, I'll be ready. Then I thought about you guys when I got up, was looking at TV, and I said, it's 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. I said, let me get on live and see what's going on. I didn't have the energy early today to do it, but I had a little bit today, a little bit this during the night. But yeah, but my sister will be there for me. My like I said, my boys. I know they grown men. I still call them my boys. My boys is on point. They on point with this. Man, my 6-year-old, man, that damn Jackson, y'all just know he's funny as hell. And soon as I came back from the doctor, I'm not gonna lie, cause y'all want to keep some shit real. I had some Twinkies. And I came back from the doctor. Tia said, well, I was at the doctor's office. She called Jackson. Jackson said, and Aunt Tia, she had these Twinkies in here. And he said, you know that? He said, I took those Twinkies. Tia said, Tanya, it was so funny. She said, I was talking to Jackson. He was here going on about some Twinkies. He said he took the Twinkies and he threw them in the trash or something. I said, I don't care a fuck about no Twinkies. I said, he could throw them in the trash. I said, he could throw whoever's in that house in the trash. I don't want it. She said, man, she said, Jackson was going off on the telephone. She said, I said, Lord. She said, Tom, Tim was trying to make the faces that Jackson was making. She said, girl, I ain't never seen nobody hate Twinkies like that in my life. Jack, I said, no, because as soon as I came in the house, he said, you bet you want the Twinkies. I said, I don't want no Twinkies. He said, because they're in the trash. I said, okay. So, yeah, when I came home, that made me laugh. That really did. That made me laugh. And it made me feel so good that they behind me. They behind me. And so, and like my son said, the one foo-foo that y'all don't never see, he said, Mom, whatever you eat, we eat. He said, we all got to eat healthy. He said, we might got diabetes ourselves. I said, don't wish that on yourself. He said, so we cleaned out the refrigerator, throwing everything away. He said, so you don't have to have two grocery lists because sometimes it can be expensive to eat right. And to buy separate food for what they need to eat and then cook something separate from them and then buy the foods that I need to eat then cook for myself, that's a whole lot. So like my son said today, everybody in the house, whatever you cook, we're eating. So the new grocery, everything is healthy. Fruit, vegetable, fish, chicken, turkey. That's all going in my refrigerator. Fruits, I said, as far as meat, was all going in my refrigerator. Chicken, turkey, fish, and they trout. What they said, the two good fish for us with the good omega threes, salmon and trout. So yeah, so yeah, cause they were scared. They were scared because I was scared. When I tell y'all I couldn't walk, I couldn't hardly stand up. When I tell y'all I just had no energy. Every time I took a step, I was breathing. I had to sit back down. I just they had my legs was like jelly. I just ain't had no energy. And you're right, John. You're right. You're right. Why I'm not surprised. You're right. You are right. I'll put it out here. You're right. And I take full responsibility for it. I really do. But I don't need I told you so's. But I know I'm going to get that because I'm here on this channel. I'll put my life out there. So that's going to come with a lot of I told you so's and the people. But you're right. I'm not going to take that from you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do the right thing this time. Yeah, when your family can't go to the hospital, it's probably to the hospital with you for support. So, hey Lexi, so I know you up, boo. So that means I could call you. We haven't talked in a while, and I meant to call you, Lexi, um, to tell you what's going on, but I just been out of it, just sleeping and stuff. So you got the best hot water cornbread. Yes, and I will be using my air fryer a lot more. My kids use it more than I do, but we will be using it a lot more. It's going to be a change, and it's going to be a slow change for my children, but it's an immediate change for me. I immediately changed the way I was eating from soon as I came back from the hospital. I immediately made that change as soon as I came back from the hospital. So since I've been told what I've been told, I've been eating right. In these last 3 days, I've been eating my vegetables. I've been eating shrimps, grilled shrimps. I had baked chicken. My daughter-in-law been cooking for me. So things been except when Michael tried to starve me this morning. Cause I didn't have nothing else in there to eat, and Michael tried to starve me this morning. Other than that, that's the only. Yeah, yeah, bird. I am. I know it could be reversed, and it's going to happen. KKRS, I can make you some stuff. Where you live at? And I'm not, and my son kept coming to me today because I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and I was in a zone, and Michael kept saying, "Mom, you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." He said, "You look depressed." He said, "You looking down to the floor." I said, "Mike, I'm not depressed." I said, "I'm just thinking." I said, "I'm thinking about what I have to do." Temple Hills, okay. I said, "I'm thinking about what I have to do and how I'm gonna get through this, and but I know I could do it." He said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "We got you." And sometimes it takes bad things to wake you up. Hey Natasha, I'm feeling a little bit, and it do. I'm feeling a little bit better, baby. It do. It takes an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? It does. It takes certain things to bring you back to bring you to reality. And so it do. Sometimes we have to fall before we really know that you need to get this shit together. Thank you, Anna. So I'm gonna do this. Like I said, I will still bring y'all videos of people that you like certain videos, but it's almost about to be a vlogging channel because I'm about to vlog my change. I'm about to vlog the foods that I'm cooking. You know, um, my meal preps and what I made up my own dish I had the other day for breakfast. I'm about to show it to y'all because what I did is that I looked up what I can have and what I can't have, and then you create your own recipes from it and the portions and stuff, and that's what I did. And I had something that I ate on for 2 days, but I made it a little small and it was gone. So it was a breakfast casserole. And I liked it. It came out good. And I found a good cheese that we could eat, that feta cheese or whatever. I never had feta cheese a day in my damn life. I don't even know what it tastes like, but I'm willing to try. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, sunshine. And I thought about it because my son said that, Mom, you might lose some followers because people want you for soul food. I said, well, Mike, they got a gift for what I got. I said, if I lose them, I lose them. I said, because right now I can't think about that. I said, I got to think about me and trying to get this weight down and trying to because I lost some weight too. When I went to the hospital, I dropped 5 pounds from what I was from because I went with my mother to the doctor and I took my weight there, and I dropped 5 pounds. When I went to the doctor, she said, "Oh, you did." I dropped 5 pounds. So unexpected weight loss. I didn't even see because you so I'm. I didn't even see that I lost 5 pounds, but I did, and that was part, and that was two unexpected weight loss. That was part. That was another diagnosis. But by me being the size that I am, I really could. I didn't know that I was losing weight. It's like 5 or 6 pounds I dropped, and I didn't know that. So yeah. But next week, um, my collab with Tiana will be up next week. Me and her did finish there. Oh, I haven't done it yet. I have to make my video. She made hers and she got it. I know a lot of people do. And so I gotta make mine so that she could post her because I felt so bad. When me and her finally decided to get a collab, I just go I go AWOL. I guess everything started happening. And I apologized to her so many times. She said, "Girl, don't you apologize to me. It's all about, what you I was just worried about you." Because she had called me and called me, and I got home. I said, "Oh, that's Tiana." She said, "Girl, I was just so worried about you." Man, Tiana is a sweetheart. I met a lot of good people through YouTube, like Boss A Lexi. I met her through YouTube. DC Kool-Aid and Lisa. You know, they are they are such as people that I talk to outside our collaborations and stuff. And I love Tiana. She's such a sweetheart. And me and her talk and stuff. So yeah, she tell me, because her grandmother is a diabetic and she take care of her and stuff. So yeah, after holiday, it's on. It's on and popping. My weight loss journey begins. Leo Queen. And you know what? It was kind of, again, my husband is here. What'd you say? There's a heart specialist, and he found out he's a diabetic, so I have to change everything, my way of cooking. Oh, your husband is a heart specialist, and he found out he was a diabetic? See what I'm saying? It could happen to anybody because it's all about the way we eat and stuff. Because, like, my son, he was like, it could happen to us more because we're overweight. But, like, my son brought to my attention yesterday, too, when he thought I was feeling bad and stuff. He said, "Mom, skinny people are diabetics, too." He said, "Don't." He said, "I know you ain't eat right and this and stuff and everything." He said, "But skinny people are diabetics, too." Yeah, and I said that, I say to myself, I said that. And he said, anybody could get it. He said, but it's just that people going to make it look like, he said, I'm going to tell you what my son told me. He said, when you tell people you got it, they going to come at you different because you overweight. The first thing they're gonna say, like that man said in here, I saw that coming, or I knew that, or something, or a lot of negative stuff gonna come your way because you're overweight. He said you obese. He said so when you tell people that you got something like diabetes, they ready to set to blame you because of your issues and the way you look and stuff. He said, but you gotta remember this thing hit people. He said people. My son told me yes. He said people are born with it. He said babies are born with it. My nephew was born with it. And he said, and people get it who's small or skinny. He said, so pay attention to yourself. He said, ignore everything people got to say. He said, because everybody could get this and anybody could get it and you could be born with it. He said, they just going to come at you harder because of what you do on YouTube and what you and your size. He said, but you got to learn to ignore that. And I mean, he was just, I really can't tell y'all, if that's what he was saying in so many words the whole time, rubbing my back, sitting on the side of my bed, talking to me. And I said, I know. I said, I know. And he was like, if you share this on your platform, tell everybody what's going with you. He said, we got you. He said, I don't want you to do it. He said, because I don't want the trolls to come at you. He said, but if you share it, I said, Mike, I have to. It's like type 2 is more lifestyle related and can be. Thank you, Bird. Right. And that's what it is. A special case say, I got it when I was pregnant. Yeah. So, and again, I apologize for the darkness. I ain't trying to be all mysterious and it's dark. I thought it runs with both sides of the family. Okay, Miss Brown. I thought my Christmas lights was gonna be enough light, and the TV is gonna be enough light. I just didn't want to disturb Jackson. It said people going to talk anyway. Yes, sometimes they are going to talk. They are going to talk anyway, and so that's why I said I got more good people in my Soul Squad team than I got bad people, and I said I want to talk to them. Those are people that I want to talk to. So, yeah. So, oh, if Miss J Pooh on here, J Pooh, I cannot find a gingerbread house anywhere. Thank you, Anna. I cannot find a gingerbread house anywhere. I even tried today when I did my grocery shopping. They have it on there, but then when the people get to shopping, it's sold out. I don't never get it because I promised that I was gonna put together a gingerbread house, and I can't find one. Everybody's sold out. So yeah, they put $30. I ain't paying no $30 on a gingerbread house. They want them for $29 to $30 on Amazon, and that's one thing I ain't gonna do. When I saw them in the stores for $8.99 and $9.99, but they sold out in all the local stores around me. I couldn't get my hand on one. So thank you, Natasha. So yeah, so I couldn't get my hands on one, boo. I'll keep trying all the way up. Walmart didn't have any, cause y'all, Walmart finally delivered in my area now. Yeah, Amazon tripping, and I was not. Walmart finally delivered in my area now, so y'all will be getting a Walmart haul on the type of groceries that I will be buying myself now. Yes, we never had Walmart delivered in our area, and they officially delivered in our area now, and I'm so excited about that. So y'all might not see too many Instacart videos because Walmart's a lot cheaper. It's the fruit that Jennifer Hudson ate to help her lose weight. Oh, I got to find out about that. Five and Below has some. Oh, okay. I'll have my son go there because we got one by our Target. Thank you, Tosh L. Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, y'all, and y'all know I've been stopped, and then my son, Amazon Fresh ain't had one either. My son told me, no more alcohol, no more. Not my son. His fiance told me. My daughter-in-law. She said, "Well, you can't drink no more alcohol and stuff." I said, "But guess what? I ain't been drinking in like last 2 months, 2.5 months." I said, "That ain't a problem for me. It's not like I was a drunk. I was just, I drunk on the weekends or whatever." I said, "That don't mean nothing to me." I said, "I know I've been doing water for the last month or two, and you know what? You think about it. I just started doing that out the blue. I think that played a good part too. When I switched up and I started just drinking water, drinking water, and drinking water and drinking water, because I've been drinking on my water journey for almost a month or 2 months now. I've been drinking number water out that damn coldest water bottle, ice and water, ice and water. Yeah, Tito's is not. I know Tito's is not bad for diabetes. I know. Remember, I told you guys that that's why I was drinking the Tito's vodka. I actually got some in here now. When I was drinking, I was using that. But my whole thing is that I ain't drinking nothing at all. I ain't worrying about drinking nothing. My go-to solution is my water. I'm gonna continue to drink my water until I get things the way it need to be. Till I get things. It's gonna take about a month or two for me to really to get my sugar level down, to get my body used to this new medication, and to get myself used to my new routine. Apple cider vinegar shots. uh, yeah. Then I'm on medication. Yeah. Thank you. That's why I said I ain't worried about it. I only did it on occasions anyway, so I ain't tripping. But guys, I'm gonna let you go because Jackson got to get up for school. I don't know what time is it here. I know when I signed on, it had to be almost 5 o'clock. I'm on pills. I'm on pills. I still shop at Aldi's, but now that Walmart delivered to my area, to our street, to my door, I think I'm gonna be shopping at Walmart. Oh, then they talking about dark chocolate is good too. Shout out to Mama Jackie. I will, Leo Queen. It's 4:41. Okay. It was 11. Tara, it was 11. My A1C was 11. And I gotta read it. I'm gonna take one day at a time. So, hopefully, when I get up later, because I have bought some beef briskets, because I know Christmas is coming. I was gonna make a video on. I bought these little teeny beef brisket tenderloins I got from Amazon Fresh. Now I was gonna do a video on it for you guys. I took it out. I couldn't find but one. I got so much food and stuff in that freezer. I couldn't find but one, so I took out one of them. I said I'm gonna make this beef brisket tenderloin for you guys in case somebody wanna I'm not eating the lid. I have to. I'm go ahead. The videos that I already had planned and the food I already bought that I had planned to make those videos. I'm gonna go ahead and use the food to make y'all videos. So I took out that beef brisket. I told myself I'm gonna try to make the video today. Um, yeah, eat doc talk. Yeah, yeah. I'm saying when I say I've been researching stuff, I've been researching stuff. Yeah. So I'm about to do this. I told my son I should have stayed on that damn keto because I was doing good on that keto diet. I don't know why I went off, but guess what? I'm gonna do what I gotta do now, boo. I thought I had options. No options now. There's no options. I gotta do it. So I am out. If everything go well, y'all get a video. Oh, I know I'm not gonna be doing anything because for one, I'm supposed to be resting to get this stuck in my energy. So I know I may not do anything Saturday. I may not have no bingo Saturday. I haven't told my brother yet, but I may not be fully operating for my channel until next week, guys. I may not be fully operating until next week. And I know I have to do the giveaways. So next Saturday we would double up. It will, Mama. Okay, we will double up on the giveaways on next Saturday. But this week, I just got my feet up, and I just got my feet up. So yeah. So I love you guys too. I thought I wanted to put it out there because I know everybody been looking, and I said yes. She don't like the camera, but cause she she told me you gonna eat everything I eat because she's been on a journey too because she had some situation going over herself, so she been on a food journey too, and she way been on her food journey way before I am, and so she said she said I'm about to cook everything for us. I'm happy because everybody in my house is down. Everybody in my house is down for the change. They down for the cause. I scared my boys. I scared my daughter-in-law. My granddaughter even called me in the hospital. She 3 years old. Grandma, where you at? And I gotta see my babies grow up. I gotta see my babies grow up. So I gotta do this. Oh, yours is 11. Yeah, mine's is 11 too. Miss Middleton. So I'm gonna get lots of rest. I am. Yes. So I'm out of here, Soul Squad. You guys have a nice evening. And thank you for being supportive. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but positive vibes, and the change is coming. The change is coming. I'm so glad you guys are down for it. A black butterfly, you are? Oh, that might be true, Miss Pittman. Oh, that might be true. But guess what? I'm in it for me. All right, guys, I'm about to go because I got to get up at 8 o'clock and take my medication anyway. I got to get up at 8 o'clock, take my medication. I think it's almost around that time. And I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 1. I've been up since 1 o'clock looking at Christmas movies, Christmas stories. Yeah. But I'm out, guys. I see you later. Love you, Soul Squad. And I'll talk to you again. It's almost 6. Yes. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Good weekend.